Greetings everybody. In this video we're going to discuss lighting in tokens. This will be tokens that can either shed light, see light, or some combination of the two. And to start, we're going to take a free asset. I used the keyword night to pull up this figure right here. This is a free asset. Although as a reminder, one cannot set or do lighting effects unless you have the paid subscribed version of Roll20. I'll go ahead and move this token into the token layer and move myself to the token layer and edit this token. And within dynamic lighting, I will give the token vision. We'll start with that. I'll save the settings. And to see what a token can see from a GM standpoint, you hit Control L. And this room is dark based on the settings that we had set previously. It has vision, but there is no light source for this token to see. One thing I can do is I can give the token night vision, and I can give it a distance of, we'll do 15 feet. It's kind of low for most games, but you can see the effect. And I can put a dimming effect on it because that looks kind of neat. I'm going to save the settings. We're going to hit Control L again so you can see what the token can see. And moving it around, you can see it has this sort of dimming effect as it goes out towards the 15-foot radius. To further make it visually interesting, you can add a little bit of a color effect. So I'm going to use this sort of light sky blue. Now when I hit Control L, when it's in night vision, it visually looks different than if it is seen using regular vision. And so I kind of like to use that effect at times when I'm setting tokens up for my players. I could also take that off and have it emit light. So we'll give it low light, give it 20 feet, and save settings. And now it is shedding light as if it has a torch. And it looks just the same as we saw earlier when we didn't have the color effect on the night vision. And so when you're giving a character a torch, that is how you would put that in their hands, essentially, is give them vision and then have them shed light. As an aside, you can also put a lighting effect on an object. So I've done a keyword search for the word torch. Some candidate torches have popped up. I will use this one here, pull it out. It's like a wall-mounted torch. I can again go into settings. I don't need to give it vision because it doesn't see anything, but it sheds some low light in a radius of 20 feet. We'll save the settings. I might want to change how it's configured, so I make it a drawing and resize a little bit so it's not quite so big. And so as you come down the stairs, this is a torch on the wall. And once I have it set, I can test it and see how it looks. I'm going to turn off the low light on the night token and hit Control L, and we can see that this token is now shedding some light. And you can then copy and paste that here and there so that you can distribute the torches around the interior of this dungeon space. One trick I'll encourage you to do is once you have these set up as you like them, go ahead and move them at that point into the map layer by right-clicking on it and putting it in the map layer. That way if you're controlling monsters or NPCs, you don't accidentally pick them up and move them around. They'll still shed light once they're in the map layer, although they cannot be edited unless they're in the token layer. So going back to Control L to test our work, we can see our knight moving around in this dungeon space, and the torchlight is partially guiding his way. And that is how one sets lighting effects on tokens in Roll20.